And here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike SB Dunk Mummy. Can you tell any differences between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a brand new comparison for you, and it's between two pairs of the Mummy Dunks. So I've got a little bit of a cold today, so I apologise for my voice, but we're going to be doing a comparison between two pairs of the Mummy Dunk, a fake pair on my left here and the retail pair on my right. Obviously you can see the differences straight away, and the retail pair was actually purchased directly from StockX because I seem to miss out on every single raffle and didn't get through on sneakers. But before we get into the video, like always, I give a big shout out to Legitmark. So Legitmark is today's sponsor, and they are the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated. So if you do have a pair that you're uncertain about, run it through the app and check that they are authentic. So there's a link in the description if you want to check them out. So now we'll start the comparison. Here are the two boxes. As you can see, they're completely different. The fake one has gone for a rainbow box, which is wrong. The retail pair comes in the purple SB box. So do look out for that. If you get the rainbow box, is most likely fake. So I can't really compare the boxes because they are completely wrong, but we'll just take a closer look at the labels themselves. So as you can see, the size differences there. The retail one is a UK 8. This is just because this one was the cheapest one to get on StockX, so I decided to purchase it. And then obviously the fake one is a UK 9. You can see the text on the label itself is very different from retail to fake. And the fake one says Nike SB Dunk Low, whereas the retail one says Nike SB Dunk Low Pro PRM. So do look out for that. Also, the color difference in the color code says coconut milk / seafoam on the retail one, whereas on the fake one it says beige / green. So practically they've got everything wrong on the label that they could possibly get wrong. But nobody really wants me to talk about the boxes forever, so we'll open up, take a look at the shoes. So we'll open up the fake one first. So obviously, no paper covering over the top, whereas if we look on the retail one, the paper comes over the top. This is always a telltale sign if you've never even touched the pair. Paper normally always covers a retail pair. So we'll open up the retail one, and here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike SB Dunk Mummy. Can you tell any differences between these two? So here are the two pairs. And from first glance, they look pretty good indeed. But now I'll be going into detail of what to look for if you're trying to purchase the retail pair. So the first difference to note, like always between real and fake shoes, is to take a look at the toe box area. If I give you a closer look here at the toe box area, you can see that they have a completely different shape from retail to fake. The retail one you can see is much more narrow compared to the fake. And if I give you an even closer look at the actual material itself, you can see a difference here. The retail one is a much lighter material than the fake one. The fake one looks like it's actually been worn and a slightly more dirty look to it than the retail one. Another difference that can be seen from above is the actual color of the laces themselves, although this is pretty hard and can only be seen in studio lighting. So if I give you a close up here, you can see that the retail laces are slightly lighter, just like the upper, than the fake one, which has a darker lace and a darker upper material. Taking a closer look at the label on the tongue, we can see differences here as well. It does have that Nike SB logo with the swoosh, and it looks sort of slimy, but if you compare the retail to fake, you can see that positionally this is very different. So there's a larger gap between the Nike logo and the top of the label compared to the fake one, and also the text along the bottom of the label is positioned differently from retail to fake. One easy difference to note is the retail pair comes with spare like luminous greeny yellow laces, and if you compare that to the fake one, it doesn't come with any spare laces at all. So retail one comes with the spare laces, so look out for that. And they don't come in a spare bag or anything, they're just attached to the laces themselves. Spinning the shoe around to the back and taking a closer look at the details on the heel, we can see differences here once again. So from the close-up, you can see that the yellow outer edge of the actual eyes themselves is much brighter on the retail pair compared to the fake, and also the stitching itself just looks a lot cleaner on the retail one compared to the fake one itself. The leather material gap on the heel is actually much larger on the fake one compared to the retail one, and seems a slightly different color in studio lighting. So these are differences you can note from retail to fake and are quite easy to spot. If I show you both shoes side by side, you can see differences in the overall shape from the side of the shoe and the position of the swoosh logo from this angle. So do look out for this if you're trying to legit check a retail pair. When spinning the shoe upside down and giving a closer look at the Nike SB logo in the middle of the sole, you can see differences in the actual print itself and the texture below. However, I will go into more detail on the glow in the dark of both of these shoes later on in the video. If we take a look at the toe box area on the left shoe, you can see there is actually a beetle embroidered into the toe box area. If you look at the difference in details from the retail to the fake, you can see there are clear differences between the two. So the retail one is a UK 8 and you can see the beetle is much larger than the fake one. If you spin the shoe around to the back once again and look below the eye details and look at the actual material below, and you can see the stitching on this material is actually a different color and is quite easily noticeable in studio lighting. If we take out the shoe paper from inside of both, we will actually be taking the insole out after. You can see there are differences once again. The retail one has almost like speckled paint on it and is very like soft, weirdly soft, whereas the fake one is just like paper you'd actually put in a printer, very stiff and has no speckled paint on it. Now if we take out the insoles on the fake one, oh my god, it's gonna be stuck in, isn't it? So they have done actually quite a good job of replicating the insole pattern. However, if we take a look at the Nike SB logo at the heel, you can see differences here. On the retail one, the Nike SB logo is much more boldly printed and a much brighter color than the fake one. The fake one, it almost blends in with the insole itself. If we spin the insole upside down, you can see it does say the word EEK, and the fake one's done actually a pretty good job of this. They've got pretty much the text exactly the same, colors exactly the same. They've done a really good job of this, so no issues there. But if you do look at the front of the insole where it has this black added padded section, you can see that this is much larger on the retail insole compared to the fake one. So now we're just going to take a look at the glow in the dark of both of these shoes. So as you can see, both soles of the shoes glow. However, the retail one here glows much stronger than the fake one here. So there are clear differences in the glow, and the retail one looks amazing. And if we spin the shoe around to the back, you can see that both eyes glow as well. However, the fake one has actually done a very good job of this, but I think I held it under the light a little bit longer. So as you can tell from this video, there still are some differences to note if you're trying to buy a retail pair. And if you are struggling to tell the difference between the two, well, I hope this video has helped you. But if you're still struggling, check out LegitMark because they're in the description and they're here to help you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you picked up a pair or you want to pick up a pair. I think it's a really nice colorway and the glow in the dark sole really adds to it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day.